2025 will be one of the major years for the company, could be transformative, specifically looking on the clinical readout of the CALLIPER study in progressive MS. We are expecting in April of next year, so not too far from now.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Immunic CEO, Dr. Daniel Vitt. Daniel, very good to speak with you today. So looking back at 2024, it was a busy but also successful and exciting year for Immunic. Could you recap the key clinical developments?
Yes, good morning, Stephen. Sure, happy to summarize a little bit where we are. I think it was an exciting year, busy year. We progressed significantly on our most important clinical studies in the MS space, namely the ENSURE 1 and ENSURE 2 studies, phase 3 studies, which are aiming to read out in 2026. And maybe the most important milestone that year was a successful interim analysis we performed not too long ago on the study with best possible outcome of the study to continue the study as planned without any adjustments on sample size. So very important de-risking milestone from our point of view. And also we also definitely increased the visibility of the product. Now more or less coming closer to the finish line of development here. We had a very important contribution in several journals on the one hand, but also an important contribution to the ACTRIMS conference, maybe the most important scientific symposium on multiple sclerosis.
On the corporate side, Daniel, you had some exciting personnel as well as financing news, right?
Right, and maybe starting with the financing. So the year 2024 started with an important financing step. So we succeeded in getting a PIPE investment of up to $240 million. And the first tranche was $80 million, which also gives us a cash runway into the third quarter of next year. So clearly beyond our next important readout in April. And secondly, on the team side and personnel, I'm very glad that we were able to add Jason Tardio to our management team as Chief Operating Officer and President. Jason is a wonderful person, bringing a very impressive background on the commercial sales in the MS space, with his time leading the US MS franchise for Novartis for several years and spending 10 years with Biogen before. So I think a very important addition to the team, specifically looking towards preparation of commercial launch of the product.
How have these accomplishments set the stage for what's to come in 2025, Daniel?
Yeah, 2025 will be one of the major years for the company, could be transformative, specifically looking on the clinical readout of the CALLIPER study in progressive MS. We are expecting in April of next year, so not too far from now. Given all the information and data we received from our former studies, including interim analysis of the CALLIPER study around about a year ago, on biomarker level, and also the looking back to the phase 2 study and the EMPhASIS study and all the data we get, we believe that vidofludimus calcium could really be the first holistic treatment option, oral treatment option for all forms of multiple sclerosis, and therefore this phase 2 study in progressive MS is super important and gives us really a huge upside on top of the basic business case based on the ENSURE relapsing MS studies.
Well, it looks like 2025 is going to be another exciting year for the company. Daniel, I'm sure we'll be having many conversations.
Yeah, thank you. I agree.
Great speaking with you. That's Immunic CEO, Dr. Daniel Vitt.